What's up? Happy Monday morning. This is definitely the earliest I've streamed, I think. Got kind of a weird week ahead. Got a couple different things going on. We got the TMS going out this week. I don't know, it might be like a soft launch, we'll see. Search carriers, a ton of stuff going out there. I'm going to be launching experimental tools for pro users this week, I think. And then also fixing a bunch of issues from last week. Got a lot of publicity, got a lot of users, got a lot of feedback, so a couple things I got to fix on that side of the world, so be doing that a little bit later. And then I got some other projects going on this week, so timing is a little goofy for streaming, because I can't stream everything, unfortunately. I wish I could, that'd be awesome, but little limited. So anyway, all that's to say, doing an early stream today so we can get some TMS stuff out there. I have a feeling that a lot of you are going to be watching this later on because it's so early. So happy Monday if you're watching this later. Somebody's saying they're stuck on an ad on Twitch. I have them all. I have everything turned off at this point. If it's turned on again, then I don't know how. I guess I have to turn it off every time. Let me take a look. Ads. Yeah, all ads are off. So if you're getting ads, I'm sorry. I don't know how to turn them off. I guess I gotta like reach out to support and ask them how to do it. Everything is turned off. Ads are not enabled. But anyway, I guess just get Turbo or subscribe. Anyway, yeah, so let's see, it's 9 o'clock. I think over the next 2 hours, the goal is to get billing done. So we're gonna mess with that. I did a little bit last week, but I think I'm actually gonna start over on it just because it was a little hacky. So looking at it this morning, I'm like, you know what? Let's just do a stream where we just go through adding Laravel cashier and Stripe setup and everything. So the goal for the billing on the TMS is we're gonna have 3 tiers, I think. So basically you're gonna have the free open source tier. So if you want to go set it up and everything, we went over that script last week that we built, right? So you can go and like set all that up and it'll just work. If you want to manage it yourself, right? That's all good. And then we're gonna have the SaaS version, which will come bundled with a couple things, like probably a search carriers integration and some other stuff. Anyway, that one's gonna be per user, per organization, per user. So you buy seats for your organization. So that's what we're gonna mostly be focusing on today, is setting up the per seat billing system, which shouldn't be too bad. We already have like organization members and whatever, so it should be fine. And then the third thing we're gonna have is like an enterprise tier for like dedicated. So I think what we'll do is we'll set up, if you've been to search carriers, actually I'll just pull it up so you can see kind of what I'm talking about here. Like search carriers, what are the products? Let me share my screen. Here we go. Oh, sick Monday games, baby. Yeah, early Monday stream. Early Monday stream. Like I said, I think this is the earliest I've streamed, so I have a feeling a lot of people will be tuning in later. So happy Monday for those of you that tune in later. Anyway, so this is kind of what we're gonna be setting up, basically. Actually very similar to this. It's basically the pro here will be like free open source with a link to the repo. Then we'll have like a, I don't know, SaaS, managed SaaS or something. I'm not sure. And then like dedicated. So we'll have like a very similar page. It's pretty run of the mill. But we're basically gonna build this, and then it's gonna be per organization. So you'll go into your organization and do all that. So we're gonna use this Laravel's cashier system. It's pretty straightforward. I think when you do AI, when I've had AI like prompt through this in the past, it over engineers a lot. A lot. So we're gonna just not do that. So let's jump in here. So let's go, I'm gonna create a branch. Let me pull really quick. It's early, so my typos are gonna be really bad. We'll go billing, Garrett billings, Stripe billing. All right, so we're gonna sale, composer, require label, cashier. All right. I don't think we actually have to do this step, but we will. Artisan. Actually, hold on before I go there. Let me take a look here. We should have, yes. Okay. So this is where we got to make some tweaks. So basically we'll have a product which is going to be like a user seat, right? And then have a price, and then you can buy quantities of that. This is all fine. Here's where we need to make changes. So we're not going to have a user ID. We're actually going to do organization ID, right? Because subscriptions are going to be per organization. And then inside of organization, we're going to add credit card info. Organization's not. Yeah. So we got to do the opposite on all these. Looks fine, looks fine. Okay. So that should be fine. So we can go ahead and migrate this. That's fine. Oh. Let me just go fresh. Okay. And then we can publish. So we're going to need to publish the config files because we are changing the billable model. So add the billable trait to your billable model definition. Okay, so if you use the change to specify a different one via the use. Here we go. So we got to put this in the boot. So let's go. Bootstrap. We're on the wrong version. There we go. Here we go. All right, and boot. So we're gonna pull cashier in, and then this is gonna be organization. So we're gonna use. And then inside of organization, we have to use billable. Okay, cool. And then we're gonna do keys. This is all fine because it's all defaults, I think. Yeah, USD. This is all fine. Default log channel is fine. We don't really need to do custom subscriptions, I think. Okay. Cool. So the thing is, actually, this is a lot less complicated than people make it out to be, I think. Because so we've already got a lot of it done, basically. Now, there's even default routes that get defined. So if I go sale, artisan, route list, you'll see we actually have Stripe hooks already set up. And it goes a step further than this. Once we add the keys, which I'll have to set up in a sandbox. I'm sure I'll leak a key at some point. I'm sorry, Nick. We'll almost definitely have to redo everything. Maybe I'll do it in my user-defined account just to be safer. Just to make it less likely that I'm going to leak something horrible. I might do that. But you can set up a demo sandbox in Stripe, which is nice. So, it even comes with, what I was saying is, it even comes with a shortcut. Oh, I didn't even realize they had this. Wait. I need it. So we'll set, maybe we'll do this. I need to do this on search carriers as well. To not require payment up front. Because right now in search carriers, it requires payment up front. Which a few people have been like, what the heck? So I need to do this. I didn't see this before. Extending trials. See, I've just been doing this through the Stripe console. Anyway, what I was saying is, look at this. We've got a command. So you literally can run artisan cashier webhook, and as long as you have your API keys in place, it'll actually go out to Stripe and set up your webhooks for you. So you literally just have to go into Stripe, set up your products, set up your keys, and that's it. That's all you have to do in Stripe. Everything else is on the app side, which is pretty sick. I don't think I even had to do this before, but we'll throw it in there just to be sure. Just go with middleware. Let's throw it in there. That's in here. With middleware. Boom. Easy. Yeah, so like for example, there's like the webhook signatures for the Stripe endpoints to make sure that the token's right, all handled automatically. You just put it in the ENV, the default hooks just take care of it, no problem. So basically where we're at now, all we have to do is set up the per seat price, which I will do real quick in another screen. Let me do this here. Sandbox. You know what? I think let me create a sandbox in here. Actually, no, I'm not going to. I'm going to actually do this in how do I? One second, let me set this up in the LoadPartner Stripe account. So one advantage of actually setting this up with the sandbox is you can set it all up and test it and mess around or whatever, and then when you're ready, you can push a button to transfer everything to production, which is cool. So that's what I'm gonna do, assuming it's not gonna override stuff, but we'll figure it out. Okay, it's fine, I don't care. I can't show all this because, like, obviously I can't leak keys, so let's see here. So let me go. Okay. I'm gonna manage a sandbox. I'm gonna create a sandbox. I'm gonna call this like that. Okay. So now I go to my product. I wish I could show this all to you guys, but I just can't. I'll leak something on accident and it'll be not good. You know how it goes around here. You know how it goes. Basically what I'm doing right now is let me show you. I'm doing this part. So we're setting up the keys. I gotta set up. I'm doing it in a sandbox environment though, so I'm waiting on sandbox to set up. There it is. All right. So I'm gonna create a product. I'm gonna create one just called TMS user seat, I guess. I don't know. I was gonna throw $50, $50 a month. So when you add these, there's two things you add. This was confusing to me. Let's see, I can probably share this. I think I can share this without leaking anything. But we'll see. So when you add stuff, it's a little confusing because you add a product with a price. And the reason I want to show this is because when you get down to creating subscriptions and stuff, let's see here. Where's it at? Here you go. You can see this new subscription, default, monthly. Like this stuff confused me before when I first did this. And basically default is the default. Hold on. Build notes. Let me make sure I don't mess this up. Did I put that in here? Maybe I didn't put it in here. I might not have made a note in here. But basically, when you create a product, you create a product and then you separately create a pricing for the product. And so you have to keep track of two keys. You have to keep track of the product key and the price for that product. Which I thought was very confusing at first. So here it's got price ID, right? Here, is this what I'm looking for? Okay, I'm trying to remember what default was. It was like something specific. Subscription. So I think this is like the product. I don't want to lead you guys wrong on this because it's like important. It's new subscription default. See, they don't really describe it in here.
Hey, it's me again. If you could just call me back. Haven't seen you in a while, so I'm hoping everything is okay.
And we're not going to manage payment. We're not going to manage payments either. So we'll just use, you can actually set up a billing portal in Stripe, which is what we'll use. That way we don't have to build out a whole billing portal. At least, yeah, not for now. Maybe in the future we will. And we don't have to deal with like all that stuff they're talking about up there. Yeah, so I think default is just like, here we go. First argument should be the internal type of the subscription. If it offers a single one, you just call this default or primary. It's only for internal application usage. So this is what was confusing to me. So it's like basically you could track multiple subscriptions if you wanted to and like pricing against them. And then you use that to check against like if they have certain subscriptions. But a subscription, a product, and a price are all separate. So like you could have a subscription 1, which is product A, right? Maybe we should pull this out into the X calendar actually. So you could basically have, you have like subscriptions. Oh, subscriptions. It's early. And then you got like products, and then you have pricing, right? So then you'll have like a product would be like a user seat at $50 a month. And this would be like your default subscription. And so it goes like this. Like this. Which is confusing. Because technically a subscription can have more than one product. So I could also have like, I don't know, AI plugin. And it could point to like another like 25 a month. Like this. Or you could handle it and say, this is actually going to be like user subscriptions, right? And then I could say there's going to be a separate subscription we track for like plugins. So like you could like tinker with it a little bit to like whatever you want to do. And then what you've got to do when you're checking like user seats is you actually have to track the product ID. So we'll probably create like a config for this for like tracking product IDs. But basically, like if you want to verify, let's see here. Yeah, here, multiple subscriptions. See, look, user new subscription. Like I don't, they have a, what is this example? A swimming subscription and a weightlifting subscription each may have different pricing. I love the service. Confusing but nice when price increase happens. Yeah. I love the service Stripe provides, but in my opinion, all the security and privacy stuff makes that nice account. I would love to live in the US where nobody cares about this stuff. Sure, I'm just gonna store your credit card number right on my server. Yeah. It's true. It is a lot more complicated in other places. That is very true. I thought we had to specify the product in here somewhere. But they're showing that you just do new subscription and then a price. So see, here's what we're gonna do, right? Incrementing quantities, blah, 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 stuff like that. To basically be able to say like, increase my user seats by so many and we'll just increase it and whatever. I thought there was a way though. I thought you had to specify the product in here somewhere. But I guess we'll find out. Selling products. Okay. We don't care about any of that. We really just want to do subscriptions. Product, okay. Consider a simple subscription service with a basic monthly price and yearly. These plans could be grouped under a basic product. And our Stripe dashboard, right. Pro expert. Do they cover like custom names here? I didn't do that in search carriers, but maybe that's, cause see product ID. Let's see this. Can I give it like a custom name? Cause see what I have to do is this. See this price 1R blah blah blah. I don't know if they're just like, I guess they're just using that to say like, make it easier to read the documentation, but I'm pretty sure this is what you actually need. This was what was confusing for me, is because we're talking about selling a recurring price to a user seat, right? Which seems like you would want to like say I'm doing +1 user seat. But I believe what we actually need to do is we have to say usage base. Where's it at? Here we go. So basically we'll have to actually say like price. So like you're not gonna go +1 user seat, you're gonna say +1 price 50, basically. Which is where I was confused before. Yeah, I think they're using it as just an alias, which is confusing, but we're not gonna use metered, we're gonna do like seats and sell like, gonna be like man, I'm like struggling with typing. Here we go. Yeah, so like quantity like this. This is what we're gonna do. So I guess we'll create like a default. I mean, we just use default for now. Yeah, that's what's confusing to me. And again, this is where I got hung up last time when I did search carriers too. I got confused on all that. Because see, look, they even refer to it as, look, quantities for subscriptions with multiple products. If a subscription is a subscription with multiple products, you should pass the ID of the price of the quantity you want to increment. Which is so confusing because it's like, okay, if I'm trying to like increase user seats, I would think I'm just going to say add +1 product user seat, but you actually have to say +1 product user seat price 50. Like the price 50 specifically is what you're adding, which I think is confusing. But yeah. So that when the user opens their invoice, it'll show the breakdown. I think it groups it all based on the products and everything fine for them. But I think we'll build this part into the UI so they can easily adjust that on the UI side. So anyway, all this is to say, we got our TMS, price for user seat. Here's default price. Okay, 50. So basically we need to add our product keys, which I did through a config before. It's probably how I'll do it again. Theoretically, I would make it would. Oh, sorry. Let me start over. Theoretically, would it make sense to just create a new subscription for each customer? No, you want to have it all together because then it'll group them better on the invoice. Because we're gonna create it'll be like per each organ. So that's the other thing is we're not doing it by user, we're doing it by organization. So it's gonna be like the way it's gonna actually be is like this: an organization has a subscription which has user seats count or quantity like this, right? So like this. This is kind of like how we're gonna build it. So an organization has a subscription which has a user seat quantity, and then this will have a price, right? And then there's gonna be like any number of users in the organization. So we'll just check. Basically, we'll just make it so that if a organization does not have enough seats for the users, we will disable the last users. We'll probably add a disabled to, and maybe we'll create a ticket here to start doing this. Billing. So let's go Stripe billing. So we have seats, seat-based, per organization seats. So we need to add a org billing management page, add org billing permission, add system to adjust, add ability to disable an organization member, automatically disable X members if org seats fall under total member count. If an org needs to pay $250 a month and an org B pays $550 a month, in the bracket you just create a product for each of them with that exact price. It would just prevent them from creating the users beyond their seat amount. So you're saying like, why don't you just create? I mean, that's, yeah. I mean, I want them to be able to add and remove users, though, right? Like, I don't want to have to talk to each person on the platform and like tell them, all right, it's 500. Let me go set your $10 limit and blah blah blah. I want them to be able to like add seats and then invite people, right? They will be prevented from inviting people. So that was one of the things I had in here, right? So we should probably like disable user invite if seat count is max. If pending invite plus current active members greater than or equal to seat count. Right. Ability for members to be disabled on organization. User management page. I mean, this is basically all we gotta do. Here we go. So, I think we're... Where's my screen at? There we go. So yeah, I think we're good. So basically, we need to just get the... let's see, do we have a config file? No. I think there's a way to make one. Hold on. Maybe not. Okay. I guess we'll just add a subscriptions config file. Can I do PHP artisan make config? No, that's fine. Config. Oh yeah, so I think we're just gonna add one here. We'll just call it like products. And we'll just go I guess like user seats. User seats. And then I guess we'll say like default price ID maybe. Monthly price ID. And then we're gonna grab this price ID. So we'll say env stripe product user monthly price ID. Okay. So that's wordy, but I think it's just gonna have to be for the env. I think it'll be okay. Okay. So now if I jump back to here. Okay, this is running. We also need to support trials for brand new org creations. If org is on trial, then no user limit. And then also must pay screen for accounts that let me think about this. We need like a must pay for accounts that have failed invoices. That have failed invoices or could provide an enterprise tier doesn't have seat limits. Yeah, we are. So that's what I was saying earlier. We'll have 3 tiers. We'll have an open source, we'll have the managed SaaS, and then we'll have dedicated. And dedicated won't be seat limited. So the dedicated will just be like a flat monthly, and then we'll set up a dedicated instance for you. So that way we just agree to like a cap of like 20 or whatever. And then you just get a dedicated instance, basically. And we just limit you to like however many accounts. So must pay screen for accounts for orgs that are past trial without And then also we should probably do like an alert system, maybe. Maybe we'll do like an alert system. I know people always abuse that, so maybe we don't. Maybe we just like must reduce users or increase seat count page for orgs that have more users than seats paid. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think we'll make it a hard stop. I'm too busy to track down people that aren't paying. So we've got this. So let's create some actions, I think. Maybe we'll do like organization billing. Or maybe organization. Maybe it's called products. What are the migrations called? Subscriptions? Maybe let's call it subscriptions then. And maybe I'll change this to subscriptions too. Keep it consistent. And then we'll go app, actions, subscriptions. And we'll do what do we think? We want probably like a update subscription, which is going to be subscriptions, creating subscriptions. I think. Okay. Yeah. I wonder if AI can just do this for us. Create an endpoint that accepts a seat count. Actually, we should do update user seats subscription. Create an action that will. Are we on auto? I have been abusing cursor lately. It's crazy. Actually, you don't need that, Nick. There's actually a tool built into Cashier to test Stripe. Or sorry, it's not built into. Is it built into Cashier? Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a Stripe tool. There is a tool though. I'm so gonna leak my key if I try it. Hold on one sec. Let me find it. I'll totally leak this if I actually do this. Hold on. Here we go. Yeah, it's literally like this. Wait, if I run this, is it gonna like tell me a key or something? Is this different each time? Let's see. No, it's the same. Okay. Well, I'm not gonna leak this, but yeah, the command is like this. It's like Stripe listen forward to localhost 8000 Stripe webhook. So if I run this command, it'll actually use it'll like hook into my Stripe account, which I have configured to the wrong one right now, so I have to change it. But it'll hook into my sandbox and then like just forward the events. Yeah, the Stripe CLI. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's so easy because it actually sets the hooks up. So it's literally, I just did like an npm install CLI and then ran the setup, and that was it. And it's just super straightforward. Not have to deal with anything else with like, yeah. And it'll set up like your key, webhook key secrets and everything. See, is this it? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it looks like this. So I just need to go and set up my key again, probably, I guess. Yeah, I probably gotta do login again to like log into the right place. But yeah, it's super handy, and it'll like show you, it'll like output all the stuff, and we'll go through that. It should be easy. Create an action that will create or update. I mean, do I even need to do this? It's pretty straightforward. We just need to go. So we want to take a. So the thing is, we got to do new subscription, or so we want to go. Let's go like this. To do. I mean, we'll just return true. To do check or billing perm. JSON response. Get rid of that for now. Let's just do this. We'll fill this in. Okay. Don't care about this. Don't care about any of that. Subscriptions. Okay. So, since this is update user seats subscription specifically, I think we just go quantity. 0. I don't even know what this will return. I guess is there a subscription? Yeah, probably that then. Actually, no, because we're gonna do, I think it actually returns a redirect. Because basically what we're gonna do, let's just get rid of this for now, is we'll go organization equals current organization, and then we'll go organization has, what's the has subscription check? Here we go. Yeah, subscribed. So we'll just call it do you have to pass a name? I'm not sure you do. You don't. Okay. So if organization is subscribed to default, then we go organization. We're gonna do update quantity. Else create new sub. So this will be organization, new subscription. Oh, look, that worked. New subscription. I guess you have to pass type here. New subscription. Yeah, so see, we got to do default. Actually, I think we should go. We should check. Because we could have multiple products in the future. I mean, I don't know. We'll see here. I guess we'll just call it default. That's fine. So let's go new subscription. I guess we're required to say default here. And then we're going to go config. What we call it? Subscriptions. User seats, monthly price. It's kind of long. Let's throw it on a new line. Just make it a little nicer here. And then we'll go trial days. I don't know, we'll give them a 7-day trial, I guess. And then we'll say, I think just checkout. I think that's all we got left to do. Oh, quantity, which will be quantity. This is a new subscription in this case. We might split these out. I'm not sure yet. But we'll do quantity. And then we got to go this again. And then we go checkout. Do we return this? No, not default. Call it starter. Well, we wouldn't want to call it starter. We would want to call it based on... Unless we're going to call the product starter. Like I mean, not even that really, right? What would we call it? Because it's like grouping, like their example of swimming and stuff isn't even good because you can have multiple products. Like I could have swimming and weightlifting under the same subscription. So would we want to call like search carriers products? Okay, thanks. Would you want to call like this starter? We could potentially group it there. The thing is, if we do that, we have to start tracking it. I mean, we can. Just, I guess we'd call it like subscription plan names. Plans? I could go like... I don't even freaking know. Hard-coded most popular? Do you think anybody actually doesn't hard-code most popular? Because I have some bad news for you if you think that's true. I bet you that 99% of the most popular tags are hard-coded. I would be actually shocked if you could find one that wasn't, to be honest. Yeah, the thing is we have to start tracking plan names if we don't want to use default. I guess we could do like enums for that. App enums and go like subscriptions and then like plan groups. Maybe that'll work. Subscriptions, plan groups, case. Okay. So then we need to go, okay, so then we have to check here now then. Plan groups. Starter. This has got to be plan groups. Starter. Let's see, is there anywhere else we need to check this now? That's probably it. So this needs to now update to be like update user seats. I guess we just have to take a plan group as well. Plan group. Oh, plan group. That's what I want. Plan group. Plan group. There we go. Plan group. Plan group. Plan group. Plan group. And we can default it to just starter for now. I think we have to also do value here. So we have to go like this. And groups. Default feels like a junk drawer. It'll always be like that was default. Yeah, I think the question's really more when it won't be default. Is like the question is like why I'm like, I was just gonna use default because I can't really think of a scenario we wouldn't want to just put it all under default. Because basically it's a scenario of wanting to separate your subscriptions. They're almost like different groups of things. Because like when they go to like their Stripe dashboard, for example, they'll have 2 separate subscription groups showing. It'll be like you're subscribed to 10 seats from LoadPartner TMS, and you'll also be like you're also separately subscribed to LoadPartner TMS like plugins or something maybe. That's what I was thinking. If anything, I would think it would be like, I mean, we could just do starter to make it simple and not default, but I was thinking it would maybe be like plugins or like seats. Those would be like the groups. Because starter will be basically, now we're defining something outside of the default, but like starter now feels kind of like a bucket that'll just be like what is in the starter plan a bit. But I don't know. I haven't really done this, so I mean, I'm not sure. Because now if you want to add, if you add plugins to the starter plan that aren't the defaults that come with the starter plan, I think it now becomes confusing. Because if you're looking at your subscription, you're like, oh, I have the starter plan. Because it's the starter group, right? But it doesn't come with that, like, but then like I can ad hoc add things to the starter group. Now it's confusing to me. Versus if it's just like, we're not talking about it, it's just that we use the defaults and we don't like use that as a pivot point. I don't know. Because at the end of the day, everything is still product and pricing based. That's why I was saying before, like it's confusing because I think this adds confusion. That's what I was saying earlier. Because like it's not a product, it's not a price. And you don't even reference products, you only reference price unless you want to see if they have a product, which it then infers by if you're subscribed to prices. So like this subscribed, actually this is wrong too, right? Because I don't understand. Shouldn't this be a... This is just seeing if you have a subscription. Well, I guess it'll be... See, I'm trying to think this through. Because now, if we have groups, we have to decide if we're going to allow people to be ad hoc. I think if we use the groups, we don't. I think we have to say you can't buy, like, a plugin. Like, you can only buy, like, maybe seats ad hoc. It's like a third layer of abstraction. Because basically now we're saying, like, going back here, right? That we had this. Now we have another layer that is plan groups that's now here. That's going to be like starter. And starter can be any of these things. It's not necessarily one or the other. It just can contain... This can now contain any of these, which can contain any of these, which then can contain any of these. Right? Well, I guess not even. Like, this isn't really a thing. I just use these as like a... explaining it before. But it'd be like this. It'd be like without... Like, this would sort of be like plan groups, I guess. What's going on here? Okay. This thing's freaking out a little bit. Yeah, it'd be like this, I guess. Right? So now this is going to actually be starter. In this case, like this. What I don't understand is like I don't really totally get the point of this. Because you still define the price every time. Like, there's no reason we couldn't have, like, another, like, somebody else. Like, this is user 1, right? User 2 could be, like, here with a whole nother price set. Like this. And it could literally be, I don't even know, $20 a month. And they could literally be part of the same plan group. That's why I don't totally, like, follow the purpose of this. I don't know if I'm missing it. But like these are valid. Like this could happen with the same IDs for like plan groups. You need different subscriptions for different price points. No, that's what's confusing. That's what I'm saying. You don't. Yeah, exactly. Not. It's all based on. I literally say, I can say whatever I want, basically. Like it's all completely. There's no rails. Like I can literally just like, when I go to price, I just say new subscription. Give it like a subscription group name or whatever. They say type, but it's not a type. It's not a product. It's not a price. They call it. I guess it's subscription type. I don't know, but you specify this price ID, which it infers a product from, because right, like a price is attached to a product. So I say starter, and then I tell it the price, and it goes, okay, you're a starter type, and you're gonna have a user seat because this price is attached to user seat, and you're gonna have 5, and you're saying you're using $50. But then I can do the same thing. I can say starter with the $20 price ID, and it'll create a starter plan that's $20. Like, there's not actually any purpose unless you wanted to, like, bucket them for the front end sake, and then you could just, like... I don't know. I don't actually know. I mean, it's like, you could technically then, like, on the back, like, on your side, like, in the code, we could create plan groups with, like, hard-coded limits if we wanted to. And like manually sort of like organize it, but like Stripe doesn't care. You can do whatever you want. When you want different billing cycles and discounts, no, you can do that too. Billing is by pricing, I'm pretty sure. So if we go to pricing, and I go pricing here, I can actually change pricing and everything at the pricing level. So I could literally have, I could change it all at the price. So you could literally have, I mean, you could technically have, heck, there you go. Like this one could literally be $20 a year or something. Like this is all equally able to be adjusted. It's all at the pricing level. I mean, I could even have it like this and be like, you're on one subscription and like one of your prices is $50 a month, the other one's $25 a year. Cause see, look, I'm in here and here's a price ID. So it's at the price level. One-off charges, taxes. I mean, all this is configurable in the price level. Oh, here we go. Here's the pricing keys. Okay, cool. So we can define keys in there. Nice. Yeah, I don't understand what the purpose is of types. Except for, like, just being able to, like... I don't know. The subscription type is for internal application use only. It should not contain spaces. It should never be changed after creating a subscription. I mean, I think that's it right there. That's what I'm saying. It's for internal use only. Like, it literally doesn't matter. Because what I don't understand... I mean, I guess what we could do... I guess it's just trying to abstract products away, basically. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Maybe it's just trying to abstract product names away. Because, like, look. They're literally talking about, like, are you subscribed to the basic or premium on the default type? It must just be for, like... Yeah, it must just be a way for you to abstract it away. so that your accounting salespeople could do whatever magic they wanted, and on the back end you can just be like, yeah. So like, I feel like we probably don't even want starter. I feel like we want default. Yeah, I think we want default here. I don't think we want this. Because they're not even like plan groups. They're like whatever you want them to be. And like, I don't think we want to ever like check if someone is just on the starter plan. I think we want to check if they have enough seats, if they have a plugin enabled. If anything, we would maybe want to do like, I don't know, because there's already do they have a product? Is there already a check we can do? Where's it at? Here we go. Subscribe to product, right? So we can already say, are they subscribed to an extension by using the extension's name, like the product name. I think what we do is, I think we choose default for seats, because that makes sense to me. And then if we have to change that in the future, we can always change that. But I think that's fine. And then I think if we add plugins in the future, we can talk about if that should be a separate type, I guess. But like, I don't see why we wouldn't just... It's like, if you were going to bucket a whole bunch of stuff together, I think then you would do like a subscription type. Like if we were going to bucket starter and then like bucket like starter plus, which comes with like these 3 products, then I think that would make sense maybe. But like, for example, for in search carriers, there's basically 2 like products. There's a pro seat where you can see like the UI, and then there's the API like with Pro Plus where you get like some of that stuff. But all I do in there is I check, are you subscribed to Pro tier or are you subscribed to Pro Plus? Like, which product are you subscribed to? And that's how I decide. So in here, I think we would just say, do you have, like, what's your, let's see, there's probably a way to like check quantities. Probably, anyway, it's probably just not documented. Like, right? I don't... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we can ask, let's ask AI, hold on. What time is it, 10? Not looking good to get this done today. Not looking good. We are very behind schedule. What is the purpose of type, product, and price ID in a Stripe integration? Why would I ever not want to just use the default type? Let's see what it says. See if we missed anything. No. No. Well, it's like, maybe I'll say in a Stripe integration using Laravel Cashier. This might be a Cashier specific thing. Yeah, I think it is just a Cashier thing. See, I don't understand why you would want to do this. Because that seems like a bad... This actually seems like a bad abstraction to me. Because they're like hiding product. But like product is right there. Like, why don't you just use... Do they have product A? Because you can't, like, you're manually saying add everything anyway. Right? Let's keep rolling. I just don't understand, like, why. I just feel like it's a bad abstraction from Cashier, to be honest. I don't see the purpose. Like, just use products. Like, Stripe doesn't have... I think Stripe doesn't have them on purpose. Like, you've got products. Why wouldn't you just check if they're subscribed to the product? Like, if I have a premium plan product, why would I then also say, are they subscribed to the premium subscription, which is the premium product? Like, of course it's the premium product. It's the premium product. Like, why would I need to add, like, another layer of tracking? I guess I'm not following. I'd be curious if anybody out there has done a Stripe integration with Laravel Cashier and used these and found that they actually, like, improved something. Because this right here, subscribe to, you literally just do subscribe to product, and then you pass the product ID. I think you slowed it. I mean, it's good to understand, though. Unlike what's going on here. So, all right, we got 50 minutes left. I have a hard stop at 11 today, so let's see what we can get done here. Where are we at? I think we go back to default. I think this is fine. I think quantity's okay. Trial's fine. Let's do this. Let's just do we want to track price IDs like this? Maybe we don't. Maybe we just make it like... Actually, let's do this. Let's go edit, and we'll say default user seat monthly. Seat monthly. And then we can go here. I think we can go like this. Cool. That'll be better. Hey, I think that'll be better. To user seats. Okay, cool. And this is fine. We can keep that. Just want to override it. So this will be, this should check us out. And then if they're subscribed, we want to do changing subscription quantity. I don't think we want to prorate. Do we want to prorate? I'm not sure. Wait, so this is confusing because look, now we're saying subscription? Don't I want to like update? Subscription. Oh, here we go. This is what I want. See, that like this is like I hate this. Like I don't like this seems like so over the top to me. All right, subscription. I think we probably want to separate these out. Okay, we can. So then this will be like this. See, like there's no need for this. I should just be able to say like update. But now it's going to be goofy if they're not on. So the problem with this is if they're not on this price, we're going to set it to that price, I think. So maybe we need to change. Maybe we do need to use seats because of how Cashier does it here. Because it's kind of like forcing us into that, isn't it? Okay, so here we go. In the example above, the customer will have 2 prices attached to their default subscription. Both prices will be charged. However, you may specify quantities for each. If you'd like to add another price to an existing subscription. But so, if I adjust the quantity of a subscription, like if I do, I mean, we should just test this and it'll be obvious, I think. But I think if we do, I think it's grouping them automatically. So I think we have to do seats, actually. Because otherwise we have to track which price they're subscribed to. We can't just increase their product usage count. Maybe that's why maybe that's why these groups exist. So we need to alias all the products. Which sucks, kind of, actually. But I think we got to. Because basically, we need to set a subscription user seat. Checking status. Oh. In-stripe products are collections of prices. An example, we determine if the user's default subscription is actively subscribed to the given Stripe product identifier. Right. Like, I want to be able to say increase their seat, basically. Can I do that? So if I go back out one, user seat, is there a lookup key here again? No. Maybe that's why they do it. Because there is no product ID. Maybe that's what it is. All right, let me try this. So if we go enum subscriptions, let's go subscription type. Okay. And we go subscription type. And we go user seat. And then we go user seats. So we're already going to do it. So if they're subscribed to subscription. Wow, I cannot type today. Type user seat. Then update that. Otherwise. Okay, so we don't want it. We want to go subscription. We want to get rid of this. This is going to be the default new subscription prices, and I want to say specifically we're going to go for this many on the price. I think. Can I do like checkout for this, or like confirm or something, or like check out? No, check portal customer. Okay, so this is gonna actually, this is why we gotta separate it. This is gonna update it immediately versus this is gonna take us to Yeah. It's actually going to redirect us. So I think we need to go... like a new subscription, basically. Okay. Oh, man. We didn't make it very far today. I use the restroom. I'll be right back. When I get back, I think we're gonna do... we'll add the billing page. Let me think. I think we want to add the billing page. Yeah, we'll add the billing page, which will allow... So, like, on create of an organization will force them into... Let's just do... middleware if user is not on trial or subscribed should redirect to checkout. I think we're gonna do this. Middle. Why is it doing that? Middleware if org is not on trial or subbed, go to must pay screen. So let's do that. We'll do a middleware to check if they're subscribed to seats or on trial, and if not, then we'll redirect them to the must pay screen, which will make us go to Stripe checkout. Then we'll add the org billing management page, able to update seats. By the permission, but disable a member, automatically disable members, disable user invite, for members to be disabled. Yeah, we already did that. Okay. Support trials. Okay, we should do this. That's fine. Okay, we can do those. That should be okay. Actually, we'll do management page. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick, and then I think when I get back, we can get the middleware and get it so you can actually like sub. So, 1 second. Okay. I'm gonna set a timer. Like I said, I do have a hard stop at 11 today, so we'll get what we can done. Go from there. What we got? So 39 minutes. Okay. All right. 39 minutes. Let's see. I bet we can get to here. I don't think we'll get bored. I don't think we'll get billing done. All right, so if org is not on trial or sub, they mode a must pay screen. So let's have Can you get price? Hold on. Get price. Can I see, like... Invoices. Can I get, like, pricing values? Changing prices. Whoa. Whoa. I somehow have managed to change OBS, even though it's clicked over here. Whoopsie. Here we go. Sorry. Oh my gosh, it's a mess. Hold on. Timer. There we go. Boom. Fixed. I think. Look over here. Okay. Check price. Get price. Price. I don't know. Okay. That's fine. Let's do this then. Let's go create a middleware that should check if the user is on an active user seat subscription. Also we'll do 7-day trial. That's fine. Let me think. Middleware. So sale, artisan, make, middleware. Ensure organization has subscription. Okay. So we should say if organization does not have an active user seat subscription, then redirect to a new page called subscription subscribe. I don't know. Subscribe that prompts the user to subscribe. Actually, we'll go called products that shows the products we have, which are open source, hosted, managed, and dedicated. Managed is dollars. Dedicated starts at $299. Open source is $0. Should show 3 cards for product page. What else? Yeah, I don't know. Let's go with that. See if it does it. I should have done max. Would have been better. I changed my mind. This is taking too long. Return. We just need to go if current organization subscribed. This is literally all I gotta do. Else we want to return redirect. Let's create a new page. Use. No, pages. Here we go. Let's go subscriptions again. probably. And we'll go like product page, products. Create a products display page similar to this, but with 3 tiers: open source, free, with link to GitHub, managed, $50 a user, dedicated, starting at $2.99. We're just gonna rip it straight from the search carriers, because it looks pretty good on there, I think. Make sure it's styled like our other pages though, with dark and light mode support. Yeah. Easy. No, that's good. I'm glad we explored that subscription stuff. It took a little bit, but I just used default last time because I just didn't want to deal with like the different subscription tiers, and I actually check product level. But the management of product pricing and stuff is really easy for my case on search carriers, but this one might be a little more complicated, so I think using the subscription names makes sense. It's just not really clear in the docs like what's going on there. Which is kind of annoying. Okay, sure. And then let's go. It's not MIT, but we'll fix all that. So we'll go to web, and we'll throw in a route for outside of. Here we go. Let's go route. Get products function. Return inertia render, and that's gonna be subscriptions products. I don't think we need to do anything probably, so that's probably fine. Cool. And we'll probably let these pages happen. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff here. I should probably pull all of these, like a lot of these, into this one. Or no, organization. Yeah. Oh. Okay. Anyway. Broken. Products. Wow, it's very broken. Did a bad job, Quad. All right, so this is gonna be, let's call it name subscriptions.products. Actually, this is called products list. Redirect, route, oops. Route, I think so. So now if I go here and I log in, I think it'll redirect me. Hold on, let's find out. Oh, I gotta like, actually assign this probably, huh? Alias, we're gonna go organization subscribed. I'm gonna go ensure organization has subscription. And what we'll do is we'll say, let's do this. Ensure organization has subscription. We'll say, let's add a feature for this so we can disable it. So if you're not, if you're like self-hosting, it doesn't do anything. So we probably want to do that too. Actually, let me add a note for that. Add feature flag that defaults to off for require subscription. Cool. Oh, it says it works. Oh, let me go to web. And I think we want to add it in here. Let's go active subscription. What do you think? I think that's better, probably. So now... Oh yeah, look, it did it already. How do you like that? Do you like that hard-coded most popular? Where's my chat at? I missed this. Love to see it. See those it gets longer. Yeah. I know. It's the story of it, isn't it? Oh. Oh, it's all right. That's okay. That's all right. Let's get rid of the sidebar on this page. So let's go. We're so close. I know I say this every week, but we're so freaking close. We really are. Can I do like, is it guest layout? What do I want here? Guest? Oh my gosh. That's, I don't think that's what I want. What we got going on over here? Why is it tiny like that? Did I do that? Probably. Small max with medium. I don't know what I did. Can I just do like no layout? Like, is there a reason I can't just go like div? Are there like header? Oh, well, like the headers and stuff not be pulled in probably. No, it works. Okay. The heading being cut off is on purpose. No, it's definitely not on purpose. 99. Yeah, we'll just say that. That's true. Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's no. That's not on purpose. So managed is where it's goofed. It's the most popular thing, just not the badge. Man, it like really like abstracted this. Plan if the plan is popular. Also, gotta make sure that this works on mobile. Actually, it looks okay on mobile. Yeah, it looks okay on mobile. So it's just on. So what do we got going on mobile? There's like, wait. Medium. Wait, there's one case? What do? Is there like padding or something going on? Okay. Just gotta tell it. The top of managed is cut off. trying. It's the same. What'd you even change? It's something with wait, that made it worse, right? Yeah, like broke the popular tag. We just need to make this have margin at the bottom, I think. No? Card header is popular. Okay. Does this just need to be higher? Why does that seem like it's not doing anything? It's not that. That's probably fine. I'll just go. It looked fine on mobile, so we'll just go like this, and then yeah. And then I want the buttons to snap to the bottom though. Isn't there like a footer, or am I crazy? Hard footer. How do I make this justify end? Align bottom? How do I make these snap to the bottom? Oops. New chat. Make this button snap to the bottom of the card. There we go. It's better. Make contact sales. We need to make that a form. Make contact sales. Open a contact form to send an email to contact. The list grows. The list grows. All right, we gotta change this feature list because it's not accurate. So, community support. Perfect for technical individuals and developers. For individuals and growing teams that want hassle-free management, team collaboration, analytics, support, automatic updates, made everything in open source. We can't promise this yet, so I'm not going to promise it. Well, gotta set that up. Dedicated Wanting dedicated infrastructure and custom development. Dedicated server, custom integrations, advanced security, dedicated support manager, custom SLA, white label, custom development hours. It's built in. Actually, let's say custom development hours included. Yeah. Why does that not work? Href. Oh, it's a link, that's why. Yeah, we'll just make it a regular link. Href equals plan.href. It can't be inertia link because it'll try to like load the page ahead and all that stuff. It's expecting that to be an inertia page, basically. Boom. Okay. We got that to work. I gotta make that work. Okay. So now we go to our update seats. Maybe we'll make it so that when you try to send a new invite, it'll like prompt you like, do you want to increase your subscription seat count or something to make it nicer. But I think we want to go new user seats subscription, and then we'll just go just this part basically. I mean, yeah. Yeah, I think so. I guess default will just say 1. Authorize. We gotta fix that still. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, okay. So then we go to web, and we go. Middleware. Auth. Organization assigned. Group. Function. Okay. And then we'll go routes, git, and then we go new new user seat subscription class name subscription. What do we call it? Product list. Let's go subscriptions new. Okay. So now we go products. We go this. We go route. Yeah, I think. What'd I do? New user seats subscription. Oh, public function as controller. I think we still gotta do this. Let's go return this handle. We'll just say 1. I mean, we'll make that nicer. But see, this is wrong though. Wait, what? App actions. Am I crazy? Oh, is it as controller or something? Oh, I'm an idiot. Duh. Subscriptions new. How about that? Let's try that out. Okay. Progress. Where did my Stripe go? Here it is. Let's go to settings, developers, API key. API keys. Okay, cool. This is my test key. Cashier. Keys. Here we go. Okay, we're getting there. .env.example. Just make sure you're not in here. Okay, cool. Boom. Stripe key. So our key is... Don't worry, fam. This is all test data. And you guys know I would never leak a key. I'm better than that. Okay. Oops, I leaked the key. It's fine. Route home not defined. Oh, I need to go... Okay, so we need to define... New user. Okay. This is the route back, I think. Right. Okay, so we need to go... Cashier. We need a successful subscription path. So let's just go... Let's go checkout. There we go. Wait, is it the second one? It is. So we just want to go like this, I think.
It's me again. If you could just call me back. Haven't seen you in a while.
Let's do this.
Hoping everything is okay.
Let's do price ID to quantity. So let's go price ID to quantity. Let's go route. Let's go route products list. There we go. Success. True. There we go. Cancel URL. Go canceled. Okay. Those are basically just the routes it's going to go to when we check out. And since we didn't have them defined, it freaked out. Route home's not defined. Oh. What have I done? Home's not defined. Route home is not. Where is it using that at? Oh, here we go. When a customer visits blah blah blah, when a user suspect tweets are canceled, they will redirect your home route. But you may specify request user checkout. I wonder if it's because I just need to go. Can I? What are my customer options exactly? I want to allow promotion codes. Trial days. Do I want to get rid of this? What am I doing wrong here? I mean, I guess I can just define a home route. I don't know if it just like requires a home route. This can be home, that's fine. Okay. Oh, right. We gotta change this to that. User receive monthly. Isn't that what it said, or am I crazy? I thought it was like creating checkouts. Product checkouts. Checkout. Price t-shirt. Wait, why'd that not work then? Am I on the look? Am I looking at like the old code again? There we go, 12. What version? I think we're on 12, right? Checkout. It says we can do that, but apparently not. Maybe I'll change this back to quantity. Quantity is quantity and then the price ID. So quantity is going to be quantity and then price ID is going to be this one. Okay, see if that works. No such price. Default user see monthly. Did I name it differently? Default user see monthly. Products. Products, pricing. Month. Oh, apparently it can't be that long. I didn't realize it truncated it and it didn't tell me. Wait, did it truncate it? Default. Wait. I'm looking at it though. Wait, can you not use the lookup keys in here? That'd be crazy. Let's see if this one works. Here we go. Well, that's kind of dumb. So I guess you can't use the, I guess in Laravel Cashier you can't use the lookup keys. Which is unfortunate. Let me think. Okay, so we got to do billing portal. Okay, so this is where we need to say subscriptions. Customers can change quantity. Save. See if this will. No? I guess we need to allow them a page to pick how many users they want. I was hoping it would show that in here, but I guess not. Or maybe there's like a thing in here I gotta pass. Hold on, let's see. New user. Can I be like allow quantity? No, weird. I guess. Yeah, I guess I just gotta like ask them for seat counts. Okay. So we need to say this handle request input validated seat count, and then we'll go rules seat count required integer minimum 0, and then inside of our products list we need to say when a user clicks to subscribe to our managed We need to ask them for how many seats they want, then pass that as seat count param to the endpoint. And a modal pop up using ShatsCN. Okay. Okay. See what it does. Oh, I actually created a component. Nice. So we'll change this to show, like, if they're subscribed, it'll be like manage. Luckily, there's not more than one plan right now they can subscribe to. It'll just be the one, so it'll be easy. We don't have to deal with, like, swapping or anything like that. And we're coming up on time here. Definitely didn't get as far as I was hoping we would get, but here we go. Oh, nice. So we go 5. How did you mess that up? Seat selection, seat count. Wait, what? Oh. We need to redirect to the new subscription page. Don't use router. Is it even using like inertia's router? It is. Yeah, we don't want to like do a submitting. We want to actually load that page. And then subscriptions, we can just do like subscriptions.manage probably in the future, and then like pass based on if it's I mean that's fine. 5. Nice. Cool. Nice. And then we can do promotion codes. We can put all this in. I think it's like 555 or something. Appreciate it not leaking all my information. Anyway. Cool. So we need to do contact us form. Did I put that in there? Make contact us sales, open a contact form. Yeah. And then we need to make the products list page have a manage button if already subscribed. We can just use make the seats modal update existing sub if one exists rather than post new. Use a subscriptions.manage endpoint probably. So we did this. Trials are fine. All right. I know it's kind of a short stream today. I have a hard stop Got a lot going on, like I said, this week's gonna be kind of a weird one. I'm gonna try to stream again. I think I'll stream again on Wednesday morning, maybe, and then maybe again on Friday morning. I have a lot of stuff going on this week, so it's gonna be busy. So I'm gonna try to get at least one more stream in this week. Probably no afternoon stuff this week. Try to get this TMS out. We're so close. Get this thing out the door. But anyway, thanks for stopping in for a little bit this morning. Have a great week. Have a great rest of your Monday. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. We'll get this billing stuff done next time. So have a good week.